Hello, Ascending Souls. I'm so happy to be with you. Today is the day that I am going to channel our September energy update, and I'm going to channel it in real time. And my intention is to open up to the highest level guidance that is available to us all in service of our highest good, so that we have an understanding of what's happening in the coming month and perhaps down the road a bit. And we can then discern, how do we respond to the energies? How do we utilize them so that we can integrate them and be an active part of this ascension process that is happening? For all of us, it's a very big deal because these energies are extremely powerful. They're higher than I've ever experienced being downloaded so far on our planet. And they are now coming in with a consistency that, if I understand the guidance that's been given to me thus far, will be unrelenting for several years and maybe for longer, but at least the next 3 years. And this is a positive thing, but it can feel at times a little bit intense on our mental, emotional, and physical bodies, because we're still learning how to expand beyond the contractions that we've adapted in order to have this physical experience and experience ourselves from the multi-dimensional expression down into a contracted expression as an individual. And so now I'm going to go into the channel. So give me just a moment. Greetings. We are so happy to be with you here today as we stand with you and are acknowledging that you are all moving through an ascension process. You will know us and understand us as the Elohim, though we are with other councils of light that supervise, oversee, and work with light workers in the process of ascension. Among us are the councils of 9, 11, and 12, the elders of the Rainbow Nation, and the rays of Orion. We are all bands of being consciousness, as you would understand it, who live and experience reality through a formless state of being. Though we are constantly creating and experiencing the divine nature of Source, we are here to remind you that you are in a journey that is like no other in the universe. The Earth is ascending into a 5th dimensional planet. This will change both her physical reality, her position within the star system in which you find yourselves now, as well as humanity's position within the intergalactic realms that you experience as galaxies and or other worlds or other universes. What is important for you to understand is that the Lion's portal, as well as many other superior gates of consciousness, are now open to you, which is allowing you to lift into a higher consciousness with greater ease. This means that you have access to your higher self as though it were a personal guide for you. While this has been true for many thus far, many more of you are going to begin experiencing the awareness of your higher soul's guidance and the presence within your heart chakra and the chakra system that is aligned with what we are referring to the inspired heart chakra system. This energetic system that Lori speaks to you of is a system that is attuned to the highest octaves, frequencies within your light body. They differ from the chakra system that most of you have become familiar with and work on. How are they different? These are high frequency crystalline chakra centers that then override the system that aligns with the ego. Once this crystalline body has been integrated, and for you, you will feel it as though you are embodying the light of your divine nature. As you are doing this, you will start feeling more and more as though you are up-leveling in your intuitive processes and your awarenesses. For some of you, this may feel like a restlessness in your physical body. It may feel as though you need a change or need to move forward. This is because you are being propelled to move in a new way with life. It is an imperative for you to understand that all lifetimes that you have experienced are concurrent, and you experience them as past and future only because when you are in density of 3D consciousness, you will experience linear through the time through a linear lens. This means you will feel as though what you are manifesting is something that can come to you from the future, when in fact it's in the here and now. And the only way for you to realize this and recognize this and experience this in all realities simultaneously, thus allowing it to appear in your physical experience, is for you to learn to attune, align, and allow then the frequencies of what it means to be in the unified state with Source. You will experience this through your inspired heart meditation by dropping down into your heart out of your mind. Your mind will still be there. It moves with or without your cooperation, as you may recognize, but it will no longer be the dominator of your life experiences. It is not now or ever meant to be such a thing. It is a tool for the soul to focus consciousness into form, which is the same as saying it is a tool for manifesting. And manifesting is something you can do in many different ways. And one of the most strategic, easiest ways for you to engage in what we call manifesting, or what you understand through the laws of attraction and other universal laws, is the ability to be in the still point of your own heart's coherency, the coherency with the divine. When you are in this level of attunement, you are aware of your multidimensional nature, and you are no longer doubting realities that seem to you to be non-ordinary from the ego's perspective. When you allow yourself to attune and align with these frequencies, you feel sensations that are associated with expansion. And expansion in your bodies, in emotional body, can feel like joy, bliss, allowing, openness, congruency, freedom, peacefulness, equanimity. You will also experience these frequencies in your mind as feeling calm or knowing, trusting that what is exactly here for you. You see, there are no tests in the earth plane. There are no tests in the earth plane. Please hear us. You are not now, or have you ever been tested by the divine, nor are you in a position to have to learn karmic lessons in order to evolve your soul. So in the month of September, we want you to understand that there will be many changes, because the levels of light are not only increasing, but you are stepping into a period of time of self-reflection, taking responsibility for what you have created with no judgment or shame about what you have created, but understanding that anything and everything that you are experiencing is a reflection of your inner world. This is never meant to be used to harm you, to judge you, or for you to perceive that you only understand lack, or that there's somehow a punishment or a test or a withholding from the divine source of all that is. As we have been saying to you for many months now, we are asking you to remember who you are. When you remember who you are, what is happening for you is that you are open to the truth of your multidimensional nature, which means you are experiencing that you live in all dimensions simultaneously, and that anything and everything that you want is placed in that field as desire, because it is a dream within your soul that is seeking expression through you into form. And when you allow it into form, it means that you have become coherent with it or resonant with it, which means you are not dropping into density, seeing yourself as having lack and then trying to fill the gap with what it is you want. But instead, you are in a state of open awareness that you are one with all that is, and you are moving pieces on the chessboard of the game of life exactly where you want them to be. But remember, there are no opponents, there is no winning, and there is no losing. You cannot get it wrong. You cannot falter or make a wrong turn. You are simply learning how to live life as a divine adventure. While this is happening, you are witnessing in your world tremendous chaos and overreach of power and systems that are either collapsing or being abused and misused by the misuse of power. Authoritarian overreach is now at an accelerating rate. And this is happening so that each and every one of you can see in real time beyond any political structures or identities that you hold, what is happening before you. A consciousness has manifested this into form, a collective consciousness desiring what one perceives as power in the form of exaggeration, in the form of manipulation and taking control. Each and every one of you has participated in this manifestation by either believing you need to manage the details of your life and or control situations in order to have reality work the way you want it to be. But you see, we are showing you that the shadow of your world is now in full view. It is being illuminated in all systems around you. This is not just in government, but in healthcare and economics and agriculture, in the way that you experience and relate to your environment, and in religions. These are many of the systems that are being reviewed and looked at. If you are honest with yourselves, you will begin to see that they all reflect a separation from your true self, your true identity, which is a multidimensional expression of source through you. Every single one of these systems has limits that keep people believing they are separate from their own power. Financial systems are based on scarcity consciousness. Governing systems are based on scarcity consciousness and a desire to appear and express power by manipulating and controlling power and energies in a way that keeps people feeling separate from their sovereignty, from their divine nature, from their own capacity to have complete and utter consciousness in their own body, so that their dream is expressing a reality of coherence, collaboration, compassion, wisdom, and one that is sustainable. All the systems that have been created through the density consciousness are now being dismantled, but not necessarily because people are no longer believing in them. They are feeling failed by them. Those who are agreeing with them and perceiving them as helping them will also feel failed because their own systems will not comply with the vision that's been promised. What do we mean when we say this? Do not look to your external reality for evidence of truth. You will not find it necessarily in the external world. We are telling you here and now. The truth of all holy truths is that what is real, what is true, is what exists in your consciousness, and what you are willing to bring in is coming in through you or being made manifest simply by becoming resonant and then allowing with no resistance the love, the truth, the holiness of this higher flow to express itself through you as prosperity, as wellness, as joy, as peace, as harmony. These energies will inspire you to take actions for what it is you wish to create. When and if you are being moved to stop something, notice that what you are being asked to do is bring something new through you that's a greater power than what's in momentum, what's in motion. And because of that, it will feel as though you are stopping something from continuing. And this is a good way to look at it, but it's important for you not to put your energy against what it is that you don't want, but to be for what it is you do want. No, I will not stand for degradation or harm to life in any form. And therefore, what it means is that I do stand for dignity, for freedom, for liberty, for all beings, for the whole earth, for all humanity everywhere. And when I stand in that truth, when I stand in that power, then I become inspired in actions that will create a new reality. But when I am only reacting to what is coming at me, then I have no power to transform or to change what is. This is true on the micro as well as the macro. Why are we telling you this yet again? Because this is a human path, one for humans to evolve into, which is an awareness that you are not your mind, you are not this body, but you are indeed a spirit created by source, of source, and you are in fact the creator of the dream you are dreaming. You must know this, remember this. You are the creator of the dream you are dreaming. There is no other creator than you, creating the dream that you are living. So make it as joyful, as loving, as profound as possible. This does not mean in any measure that when you have suffered great losses or pain, that you have not experienced pain. We are not in any way denying when there is struggle for you or for others. In fact, we see it in our hearts, our souls, our divine energy, our pouring forth to you in great measure to ease your suffering, to loosen the stories that you create, because whatever it is you look at and give meaning to will then become your reality. It is important for you to know that there is no death. Death is an illusion. Change, form, is the only thing that is a constant. Form is changing from one to another, and this is a continual process. Manifesting is opening to this awareness with joy, as though you are in an adventure, which is why you chose to be in a body. You are here now to remember this truth. that you are consciousness in a body, and you have many levels of consciousness available to you. Your divine consciousness is the instrument, the aspect, the essence of you that wishes to birth the new dream through you. This is how you bring earth, the new earth, as you call it, and we understand it to be that which is most beautiful for you, through you, for all life. So in the next month, you're going to see some stops and starts, some unpredictable events that will happen on larger scales, and some weather changes that are coinciding with the environmental reset. The earth, she has been spinning herself into a position where she can allow the higher grid to seed fully in the planet and allow for then a much more peaceful environmental experience to manifest. Humanity is not yet in collaboration with Mother Earth on this ascension process. While humanity is evolving, we are asking you to step more fully into your relationship with the earth, where you are bringing in your awareness of her as a beautiful sentient being upon which you live and share space. She breathes life into you through the air, through prana, through the ethers, as well as through the earth and waters and other elements. This is true from source. This is the form and formlessness in the infinite dance of creation, and you are part of this great masterpiece. So what is happening in the month of September is an invitation into reconciliation. Where there has been any rift within you, between you and another, within you, between you and family, between you and life, between you and animals, between you and the earth, we are asking you to reflect upon this and to find mercy in your heart and to act upon forgiveness, to find in you the place within you where you too have been that. For you see, anything that you perceive that you are not is an untruth. You have been anything and everything that you have witnessed in the earth. Otherwise, you cannot see it. Anything that you witness, you have been at one time or another, in this body or another. But remember, all these lives are happening simultaneously. So when you witness something that you think is horrendous and it breaks your heart, remember, you too have been oppressor and oppressed, and every other part. You have played them all. Judge no one. This does not mean to comply. This does not mean to allow it. Judge no one. Hold each and every being with mercy in your heart so that you can see them from the compassionate divine expression of your true nature. And when you look upon whatever you see, you will know that you too have been this, and you will understand what pain created or allowed it to be. This is now time for you to alchemize that pain by holding it within the light of your own awareness with great compassion and empathy for yourself and or all others. Reconciliation is an important step in the month of September. We are also asking you to look upon your own life with great fearless, searching willingness to know what you have created, to understand the reality in which you live, and to look at it, measure it against what it is you are seeking to experience. And do this as though you were a scientist looking through a lens, curious, understanding, compassionate, in wonderment and awe about your capacity to create and how much has been created through you beautifully and in so much abundance. And yet so much has been created unconsciously through the imprints, through the energy field that feels natural to you, but is distorted through the lens of your own beliefs. Do not use this as judgment. We are asking for you in the month of September to become conscious of this and to be playful with it, kind to yourself around it, fearless and searching, and above all, honest with yourself. Everything that you are experiencing is a mirror of your inner world's beliefs. Everything that you are experiencing is a mirror of your inner world's beliefs. We know that the ego does not enjoy hearing this information, but the soul knows the truth of it and has no resistance to it when you simply take a breath and drop into the knowing that exists beyond your mind's confusion and despair over its circumstances. When you are allowing, you are opening to the great truth of your connection and source that lives within you as the divine power that you refer to as God, this Jesus, this Buddha, this Moses, this divine source, this Krishna, this Ganesha, this Shiva, all these beings, creator, great spirit, all of these beings you see and understand as separate from you are aspects of you as your consciousness seeking to be birthed through you, through your words, through your thoughts, through your actions on a daily basis. We hope that you will refrain from looking too closely at the news that is played in your media. Its information is almost always false, and or at a minimum, it is a mirror of the fear consciousness that pervades the 3D matrix. So if you are to witness it, it is an imperative that you do it understanding it as an assignment for you to stay in connection to your multidimensional nature, elevate into your higher soul self, and then witness the 3D messages that are coming through without reacting, without joining in, without fearing what you're hearing. You may not be able to do this in the beginning. And so what we ask of you is for you to tend to yourself consciously as you witness information being given to you as though it's real and true. It may be factual, but this is not the same as it being real and true. And this is what the mind can distort. When something is factual, it means, yes, it can be proven in 3D reality, but truth is sustainable across all dimensions. And when this reality cannot be sustained amongst all dimensions, it is not considered a divine truth. A holy truth exists as a holy truth, no matter what dimension, no matter where you are seated, whether you are in the 3rd, the 5th, the 7th, the 9th, the 11th, the 12th, and beyond. You see, this is how you know. And when you are in the expression of truth, when you hear it, you will feel it as a profound resonance, a calm and expansion, as we have shared with you before. So in the month of September, we encourage you to express reconciliation, to reflect on what it is you have created. And then next, for you to create a vision for your life, one that is abundant and buoyant and filled with wellness and prosperity, joy and love, because this is a natural reflection of you being in the consciousness and awareness of yourself as a multidimensional star being living in a human body. You are source in this body. And when you are in this connected state, then what you are manifesting is no longer trying to control an outcome. You are simply sitting in the allowing of the beauty of your own divinity to create the most magnificent dream you have ever experienced in this lifetime and or any other. You can make this as beautiful, as expansive, as buoyant, as vibrant as you are willing to allow. And you can practice in the smallest of ways by simply nurturing joy within your own heart daily. Compassion, empathy for yourself and for others. Wherever you are incapable of feeling empathy and or compassion or forgiveness, this is resistance in your body. And this resistance will translate to anything and everything you want. It will be a withholding within your energy system, perhaps from the health or the prosperity or the love that you've been seeking. So we are asking you to learn how to step into your true power, drop into your heart, and practice now living in your divine nature as though it were the most significant thing you are here to do, because indeed it is. This is your purpose. This is the purpose of all humans at this time on earth. It is not whether to write a book or teach a class or change careers or make $1 million. All of these may be joyful to you, and we relish when you want to experience these things. But your purpose is awakening, awakening into the resonance of your divine nature, allowing your heart chakra to expand beyond the physical body, so much so that it seeds the pillar of light around you, that then becomes the light body and or activation of your Merkaba. When the Merkaba is fully ignited, you will be able to manifest yourself moving through time and space. You will be able to transport yourself into different physical realities and experience the instant gratification and manifestation, but never from the place of wanting because you don't have, always from the place of beingness that is the truth, that you are one with all that is. If you are seeking a lover and perceiving that lover is outside of you, it is no different than perceiving that God is outside of you. That lover, that God, they are one. You are one with both of them. They both exist inside you, and they want to be brought through you by allowing so much love in your life that you are walking with a spring in your step, because you are so nurtured. You are so cared for. You are so appreciated. You are so blessed, and you are so allowing your own love to come forth. It's such grand ways that everything around you feels like a mirror of love. And then indeed, everything around you will be experienced with a sense of appreciation and joy. And you will find love coming to you in forms. And these forms will reveal to you what lives in your consciousness. And you can then appreciate these forms as you then decide whether this is, yes, I like this form, or yes, I like this form, but it's not really for me. And this is okay, because you're not resisting, contracting to release it. You're simply saying, oh, that's beautiful, but this is a tree in the forest. I'm going to continue to walk by, because I know there are so many trees and they are here for me. Everything and anything that exists in your reality is here for you. There is nothing working against you. There is no test that you must pass. Consciousness is in your favor. The divine is in your favor. This earth plane is here for you to experience what it means to contract into the density, to have an identity, and then to expand beyond the density and remember who you are, then live and create fully from this process. All of life is going through this. Over the next 3 years, you will see a great deal of change in the things that you have come to believe in. Science is going to reveal understanding about how energy works as though they have invented it. They have been the founders, when indeed you know many of the mystics and shamans and other intuitives like yourselves have known for thousands of years this holy truth. This is now going to be made mainstream. You will see then there will be contact, direct contact with extraterrestrial beings, but not in the month of September. And we will give you more insight and information. The work that you are doing is preparation for this contact to be made through peace. We are here to let you know that much is happening on the earth plane, but nothing is more significant than you awakening to your true nature, for this is the purpose of your life. You are profoundly supported. Make amends to those where you owe or feel the need for reconciliation. Create peace in your own body. Make amends to your body, to your mind, to the cells of your being, wherever you have been contracted or withheld love in any measure. You see, wherever you hold love, you will find pain in the physical body. So open yourself to the expression of love and allowing, and understand that you are here to experience the miracle of this adventure you call life. All of your lives are converging into this one. Timelines are collapsing into the one of divine potential. But for now, there will not be one significant timeline. There are multiple potentials through which you can sift so that you can realize the golden path of your own illumination. We thank you for being willing to hear us. We want you to know that we have asked the angelic realm to work directly with you, all of you, in this ascension portal. For where you may need healing and or reconciliation, we are here to amplify this light and to hold it with you so that you can feel healing in your mind, your body, and spirit. If you have questions, please feel free to ask them. We are eager to work directly with all of you, to answer your questions, to uplift you, to inspire you, and to remind you how powerful you are. We love you. We love you. We love you. And with that, we are complete. Did I move out of the frame? So thank you for allowing me to share that with you. I may do another video where there's an unpacking, and I will create a space for you. Obviously, in the portal, you can ask questions about any of what was channeled just now. I hope this was meaningful to you. Remember, this is a transmission of light. Whether you hear it and understand it, or simply allow yourself to hear it and receive it, you are receiving the energy, the codes that come with it. They download into your system and they transform your energetic field. So allow that to manifest, enjoy the process. And I want to thank you for showing up, because you are part of why we are here. You are why we are here on earth. You are allowing yourself to elevate and to be part of this grand shift on the planet. And we thank you, and I thank you. I am grateful to know you and walk with you. Thank you, Lisa, for all that you do for our community. And thank you, all of you, for all that you bring into our world. With much love. Blessings to you all, and namaste.